Oh, great. Welcome, namaste to All Levels Yoga. My name is Amanda, and just a reminder to honor your body, trust your body during the practice. If there's anything I offer today that doesn't feel good for you, it's always just a suggestion, so take care of yourself. We'll get started by coming to a comfortable seat, closing the eyes. Maybe you place one hand on the heart space, one hand on the belly, or you might place both palms face up on the knees, index finger and thumb coming to touch. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Feel the lungs expand out to the side. Exhale, sigh out through the mouth. One more deep belly breath in. Lifting tall through the crown. Exhale out through the mouth. Rooting down through the sit bones. Take a few breaths to ground yourself in the present moment. Stepping away from the past and the future. Those things can wait until after we finish with practice. Maybe you'd like to do a body scan. Notice if you're holding any tension. And allow the breath to dissipate that tension as you inhale, expanding. As you exhale, release. Taking 5 more cleansing breaths. And finally, you have an intention, setting that intention here. Gathering hands at heart center, we'll open with 3 ohms. Inhale to prepare. Namaste. Welcome. Take a big inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, C curve to the right. Right hand comes down as you reach tall to the left hand. Maybe circling out the top arm as you massage the shoulder. And reverse your rotation. Left arm comes around to take the right ear, cradling the head. Inhale, sitting up tall. Exhale, left ear to left shoulder. Feeling a stretch to the right side of the neck. Maybe you reach the right hand out to the side as you rotate the thumb. Left hand comes to left ear. Inhale, press the head back up to center. Exhale, hands come beside you. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, hands decurve to the left, second side. Rooting down through both sit bones, maybe circle out the top arm. And reverse your rotation. Exhale, right hand curves around the head. Inhale, sitting up tall. Exhale, right ear to right shoulder. Inhale, left hand comes out to the side as you rotate the thumb. Exhale, right hand to right ear. Inhale, pressing the head back up to center. Exhale, hands come beside you. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, twisting to the right, looking over your right shoulder behind you. Lifting tall through the spine as you inhale. Finding a deeper twist as you exhale. Inhale, arms reach up to center. Exhale, twisting to the left, second side. As we twist from our navel center, this aids in digestion, not only of our food, but of the information. Inhale, hands reach up to center. Exhale, hands come down beside you, making your way into tabletop or Marjariasana. You might like to have a blanket underneath the knees for some extra padding. Inhale, chin up, belly down, cow. Exhale, round the back, chin to chest, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Continuing to your own rhythm. As you gently warm up the spine, maybe you like to circle out the rib cage or circle the hips back to child's pose. Reverse your rotation. Big toes come together, knees out wide. Exhale, child's pose. Taking a deep breath into the low back. Exhale, sigh out through the mouth. One more deep breath into the low back. Exhale, release, release, release. Inhale forward into tabletop, tucking the toes under, downward facing dog. Maybe you like to pedal out the feet, bend alternate knees. Inhale, right leg lifts, three-legged dog. Exhale, right foot forward, low lunge. Maybe you like to have some blocks under the hand. If you like more challenge, you might exhale, flip the hands back towards the hips as you hug the navel towards the spine. Inhale, high lunge, arms reach up to the sky. Exhale, cactus the hands out to the side. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, cactus. Continuing with the hands. This time with the exhale, dip the left knee, bending the left knee. Inhale, lengthening the left leg. Exhale, dip. Inhale, lengthen. Try and see if you can keep your hips isolated or stationary so the movement is just coming in the back knee. Twice more. Inhale, arms reach up, lengthening the back leg. Exhale, hands come down to the hips. C-curve over to the right. Maybe you reach the left arm up to the sky as you lengthen through the left side of the body, opening through the psoas. Inhale, arms reach up to the sky. Exhale, hands come down to frame the front foot, stepping back into plank. We'll hold in plank for 3 breaths. Beautiful. Exhale, downward facing dog. And if you haven't already started Ujjayi breath or the ocean breath, you can introduce that here. Inhale, left leg lifts, 3-legged dog. Exhale, low lunge. Finding your foundation. And maybe your next exhale, hands float back towards the hips. Shoulder blades roll down the back, relaxing the jaw and face muscles. Inhale, high lunge, arms reach up to the sky. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, lift. Exhale, cactus. This round, adding in the knee dip. Seven rounds, dipping the knee. Checking in with your toes. Are you crunching the toes? Are they stressed? Are they happy free toes? Last round. Inhale, reach the arms up. Lengthening the back leg. Exhale, hands come down to the hips. C curve to the left, second side. Maybe the right arm reaches up to the sky. Inhale, arms reach up to the sky. Exhale, hands come down to frame the front foot, plank. Your next exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts, three-legged dog. Exhale, low lunge, preparing for a warrior one. Inhale, arms reach up. Warrior one, hips are shining towards the front of your mat. Exhale, hands come in, interlace behind the back, gentle back bend. Shining your heart up towards the sky. Exhale, humble warrior, hinging from the hips, bowing to the inside of your knee. Hands reach up towards the sky. Finding a deep hip opener. Exhale, hands come down to the inside of the foot. Lizard lunge, heel toe the right foot out to the side, out wide. For more strength, you can keep the left knee lifted. Or if you really want to release into this pose, you can bring the left knee down on the mat. Maybe you come onto the forearms or you reach the hands forward as far as you can. There's lots of variations. Find what works best for your body. Inhale, hands walk back underneath the shoulders. Right hand comes to the inside of the thigh. Open the right knee out to the side as the sole of the foot reaches up towards the sky. Inhale, knee comes up to the sky, heel toe the foot towards the center of the mat. Hands come to frame either side of the right foot. Exhale, half Hanuman, reaching the hips back, half split. As you lengthen the right leg, big toe is pointing back towards your face. The right hip reaches back, the left hip reaches forward. Exhale, low lunge, hands come to the front of the mat. Inhale, making your way into tabletop, and from tabletop to side plank, reaching the right hand up to the sky. You might keep the left knee down for more support, or you might bring both feet together for more strength. If you have the left knee down, maybe you reach the right foot, floating it up off the mat. You might bend the knee, taking the hand and foot behind the back, opening through the front of the shoulder. Exhale, tabletop. Inhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts, three-legged dog. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior one. Your next exhale, hands interlace the non-habitual way behind the back, shining your heart forward. Exhale, humble warrior, hinging forward as the hands reach out overhead. Exhale, hands come down, lizard lunge, heel toe, the left foot out to the side, finding whichever variation you had on the first side. Inhale, hands come underneath the shoulders. Exhale, left hand to the inside of the left thigh as the knee opens out wide. Inhale, knee comes up, heel toe the foot towards center. Exhale, Ardha Hanumanasana, half split. Big toe reaches back towards your face. Left hip reaches back, right hip reaches forward. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, tabletop. Left hand reaches up to the sky. Side plank, second side. Finding whichever variation you have on the first side. Maybe you float the left foot up. Maybe you take the hand and foot behind the back. Beautiful. Exhale, tabletop. Inhale, downward facing dog. 3 rounds of lion's breath on the exhale, sticking at the tongue, eyes open wide. Inhale to prepare. Inhale, right leg lifts, bend the knees, spin the hip open, circling out the knee, massaging the ball and socket joint of the hip. Reverse your rotation. Exhale, right foot steps forward, low lunge. Inhale, opening out to warrior two. Inhale, exalt your warrior, right arm reaches up. Exhale, side angle. Left hand comes behind the low back, finding the half bind. Shine the left shoulder up towards the sky. If you have the full bind in your practice, you can find that here. Releasing the bind, left arm reaches back up to the sky, finding a focal point at the front of your mat, floating into half moon. Weight comes into the right foot as the left foot floats up behind you. Excellent. Exhale, left hand comes down, half split. Hips are square to the front of your mat, engaging through the left glute, back of the thigh. Exhale, step the left foot forward, forward fold. Feet are hip distance apart. You might take opposite elbows and ragdoll. Maybe you bring the peace fingers around the big toes. Take notice if you feel a difference from one side to the other. Inhale to halfway lift, hands come to the tops of the knees. Exhale, forward fold. Deep bend in the knees. Inhale, arms reach up, standing up tall, gentle back bend. Exhale, hands to heart center, Tadasana. Closing your eyes, turning inward. Coming back to your intention. Gently blinking the eyes open. Exhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Finding your focal point, weight comes into the right foot. Float the left foot back, warrior three. Exhale, left foot steps back, high lunge. Inhale, opening back out wide to warrior two. Your next inhale, lengthen the right leg. Exhale, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Exhale, side angle. And your next exhale, hands in the middle down to frame the front foot, stepping back into plank. Inhale, downward facing dog. Three more rounds of lion's breath. Inhale to prepare. Inhale, left leg lifts, bend the knees, spin the hip open. Circling out the knee. Reverse your rotation. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Inhale, exalt your warrior. Exhale, side angle. Right hand comes behind the low back, finding the half bind or full bind. Inhale, right hand reaches back up to the sky, finding your focal point floating into half moon. Exhale, right hand comes down, half split. And your next exhale, right foot comes down, forward fold. Interlacing the hands behind the back, you might gently lift up. And then exhale, pulling forward, rinsing the hands out overhead. Notice if you feel any more even. If you don't, that's okay too. Exhale, hands come down to the tops of the knees. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Deep bend in the knees. Inhale, arms reach up. Gentle back bend. Exhale, hands to heart center. Tadasana. Feeling all four edges of your feet root down into the mat. Gently blinking the eyes open. Exhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Finding your focal point. Inhale, right foot floats back, warrior three. Your next exhale, high lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, hold. Inhale, lengthen the left leg. Exhale, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Exhale, side angle. And your next exhale, hands windmill down, low lunge. Inhale, plank. And exhale, down dog. Inhale, forward into plank. We'll hold plank for 3 breaths. Exhale, finding table. Hips stay stacked over the knees. Puppy dog pose, reaching the arms forward, release the chest down. Chin or forehead might come down to the mat. From puppy dog pose, inhale forward into a forearm plank and releasing the fingers together. So elbows should be stacked underneath the shoulders. We'll walk the feet forward into dolphin pose, reaching the hips up towards the sky as you press through the forearms. We're getting nice and warm through the shoulders. If you have headstand in your practice, you can find headstand here. Exhale, releasing the knees down, child's pose. Keeping the knees together, arms might reach forward, or maybe you bring the hands back towards the feet. Take a deep breath into the low back. Exhale, releasing any tension. One more deep breath into the low back. Exhale, sigh out through the mouth. Coming up to stand on the knees for camel pose. Engaging through the thighs. If you have a block, you might place a block between the thighs. Hands come to, great. And if pretending you were a Pez dispenser, you'd be squeezing your block out the back. Hands come to the low back. And the sacrum as you inhale, lifting up the chin up towards the sky, squeezing the elbows towards each other. And as you exhale, finding a deep back bend. You might reach the hands back towards the ankles or heels. Keeping engaged to the glutes and thighs. Inhale, reaching the chest and chin forward. Exhale, tucking the toes under, come to sit back on the heels. For a thunderbolt pose. We'll just take 4 breaths here. This can be a very intense for the feet. And exhale, child's pose. Uncurling the toes. Inhale, coming forward into tabletop, making your way to lie down on the belly. Hands reach back towards the hips for locust pose. You might keep the palms face down, pressing into the mat for more support. As you inhale, lift the feet up off the mat, chest and chin lift up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale to lift. feet are hip distance apart. Exhale, lower. Continuing with your own breath. If you feel like you can go even further, you can add in the hands, reaching the hands back towards the feet. Two more rounds. And when you're complete, bringing one cheek down to the mat, give your hips a rock from side to side. Reach the right arm out to the side, making a right angle with the body. Left hand comes beside the shoulder, bending the left knee. Press yourself onto the right side of the body, opening through the front of the right shoulder and chest. Right ear is down on the mat, or side of the right head is down. You might keep the left hand in front of you for more support, or maybe you open the left hand behind the back, circling out the shoulder, massaging the shoulder blades towards one another. Relaxing the jaw muscles, the neck, the eyebrows. Exhale, right hand comes down to the mat, comes onto the belly. Pausing for a moment in center. Take notice if you feel any difference from one side to the other. Next inhale, left arm reaches out to the side. Exhale, pressing yourself onto the left side of the body, second side. Maybe the right arm circles out behind the back. Exhale, right hand comes down, coming back to the belly. Pausing for just a breath. Bending the knees, soles of the feet come up towards the sky. Inhale, bow pose. Hands reach back towards the feet. Maybe you press the feet into the hands as you open through the chest. If you can't reach the feet, that's okay too. Just keep the energy reaching. Staying with the Ujjayi breath. Two more breaths, you got this. Exhale, releasing the opposite cheek down to the mat. Windshield wiper the feet from side to side. Hands come beside the lower ribs. Press yourself back into child's pose. Knees together to lengthen the lower back. Bring yourself back to your intention. Take a deep inhale, expanding. As you exhale, release. Notice if you feel a difference from the beginning of practice, if any of the tension has dissipated. We'll stay in child's pose for 3 rounds of the honeybee breath or Brahmari breath. That sounds like the M in Om. Inhale to prepare. Inhale forward to tabletop, crossing the ankles. Come to find a comfortable seat. Reaching the legs out wide, or a wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, reaching up tall to the crown. Exhale, hinging forward from the hips. If you have blocks, a few blocks, you might stack the blocks to bring your head down on them for more support. This doesn't always work for everyone. It can be nice to release and be supported. Inhale, hands walk back towards the body. Shoulders face the right leg. Inhale, reach the right arm up to the sky, hinging towards your left leg. So the shoulders and the left leg are in one plane with one another. You might keep the right arm up towards the sky, or you might circle out the arm. This might help to open through the side ribs. Reverse your rotation. Your next inhale, right arm reaches up tall. Exhale, come to sit the body up and then keep the shoulders facing your right leg. Your next exhale, hinge forward, releasing over the right leg. Inhale, hands walk back towards the sit bones. Shoulders facing the left leg. Your next inhale, left arm reaches up towards the sky. Exhale, hinging towards your right leg. Maybe you circle out the top arm. And reverse your rotation. Inhale, left arm reaches up tall. Exhale, sitting up. Shoulders stay facing the left leg. Your next exhale, releasing forward. Inhale, hands walk back towards the sit bones. Shoulders reach forward one more time. Exhale, releasing towards center. Inhale, hands walk back towards the body, bringing the soles of the feet together for butterfly pose. If your knees are really high up off the mat, you might like to place a blanket or block under the knees for more support. When you're ready, hinging forward, shining the heart and collarbones up. And finally, releasing the head down towards the mat, rounding the back. Inhale, sitting up tall. If you're sitting on a bolster or a pillow, you can remove that from underneath the hip. We're going to be creative on our way down to lying on the back. So we'll find boat pose. You might keep the hands behind you for more support as you float the feet up, or maybe the hands come behind the knees or float forward. Many options. Honor your body. Slowly finding canoe as you exhale, extending the legs forward, hands stay reaching forward, gently rolling down one vertebra at a time. Feet just stay hovering up off the mat as you look towards your navel, holding in canoe for 4 breaths. We're almost done. Exhale, releasing down. Feels so good. Bending the knees, bring the feet out wide and windshield wiper the knees from side to side. Right ankle comes to the top of the left knee, figure four. You might rock your hips from side to side, finding that sweet spot. Inhale, arms open out wide, the left foot comes down. Exhale, legs fall over to the left side of the body for a supine twist. You might extend the right leg as the peace fingers come to the big toe. Maybe you look over your right shoulder. Inhale, coming back to center. Lengthening the left leg, extend the right leg up towards the sky as the hands come behind the right thigh. Drawing your right leg towards the body. Now bending the right knee, hugging the knee in for wind-related pose. Gently massaging the intestines. You might hear your tummy start to gurgle. Hugging both knees into the belly, gently rocking from side to side. Right foot comes down, left ankle crosses to the top of the right knee, figure four, second side. Maybe rocking your hips from side to side. Inhale, arms open out wide as the right foot comes down. Exhale, legs fall over to the right, supine twist. Finding whichever variation you had on the first side. Inhale, coming back to center, lengthening the right leg. Left leg reaches up to the sky. Bending the left knee, wind relieving pose, second side. Give yourself a big hug. Bringing both knees into the belly. Hands come to the tops of the knees, drawing circles with the hands. Gently massage the lower back as it circles around. Reversing your rotation. Feet come down to the mat. Open the knees out wide, soles of the feet come together for reclined butterfly pose. You might bring the hands up overhead, creating a halo, opening through the chest. Or maybe you bring one hand to the heart space, one hand to the belly. Closing the eyes, turn inward. Make your way back to your intention. And if there are any final poses you would like to take before heading into Shavasana, you're welcome to find those now. Maybe you like to bring legs up for a gentle inversion, or a few rolling bridges, happy baby pose. Giving yourself 2 more breaths in whatever pose you're in before heading into Shavasana or corpse pose. You might like to place a bolster below the knees for some extra support for the low back. Maybe you place something over the eyes to create a dark room. Allow yourself these last few minutes of your practice to stay fully anchored in the present moment. Guiding your awareness to the breath. Maybe you have a chakra you're working with. Focusing your energy on your luminescence, your radiance from within. Bringing your awareness back into the body. Gently wiggling the fingers and toes. Moving the head from side to side. Inhale, reach the right arm up overhead, coming to lie on the right side of the body, bending the knees. Slowly, with helping hands, make your way back to a comfortable seat. Closing the eyes. You might have hands at heart center, or maybe one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. One more deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, sigh out through the mouth. Come back to your intention. Congratulate yourself and honor your intention. All of your hard work and dedication to your practice. Giving gratitude to your body as it supports you throughout your day, throughout your lifetime. I have everything I need. We'll close with 1 Om and 3 Shantis. Bringing hands to heart center. Inhale to prepare. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining today. How are you feeling?
Thank you so much. That was amazing. Thank you.
Good, good, good.